Hi, this is Christy Day from Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. Today we're going to be learning about evaluating information for nurses who are lifelong learners. Change in healthcare is guaranteed because new technology is constantly being introduced, new drugs are being developed, and new products are available on the market. Because of this constant change in healthcare, nurses are lifelong learners. This means that throughout your nursing career, you will continue to learn new information on a regular basis. Healthcare information is readily available on the internet, in textbooks, and in professional journals, and it's important for us as nurses to be able to evaluate the information we read to determine if the information is accurate and timely. Assignments in this course will sometimes prompt you to search for information relevant to your discussion topics, and you will be reading textbooks, journal articles, and web pages. How will you know if you can trust the information that you're finding? You will find that when you're seeking information about a healthcare topic, that the internet is a very attractive source of information because it's fast and easy. You use this technology all the time from your cell phones, iPads, and PCs. Some of the information is even more easy to access because websites can be sponsored and programmed to pop up at the top of your Google or your search lists. Wikis are an example of information that is easily available on the internet. One example of a wiki is the familiar Wikipedia website. What exactly is a wiki? Can we trust information from wikis found on the internet? A wiki on the internet is a database of web pages that can be edited by individuals in real time. This is a tool for groups of people to work on one document together. Usually in a wiki, there is not a footprint or record of who edited what information. This means that one person can log on and delete what someone else wrote and add their own information. An example of a wiki for group work can be seen in our Blackboard group area. This wiki opens a document that all members of the group can work on together, which is a great way to collaborate together on a single project. So, after knowing this, do you think a web... Let's talk a bit more about evaluating websites since we do this so often because we're just using the internet all the time. When you evaluate a resource, it means to determine if the resource has value. There's a tutorial at the NIH website, which is an excellent website, and it'll open a PowerPoint with sound, sort of like this one. It's a little bit long, but it does really go into depth on how to evaluate a website. It shows you where on the website to look for authors, dates, those type of things. So I think it's worth your time to look at it because what you're going to be trying to do over this semester is you're going to be trying to figure out which websites you can trust, and you want to go to those over and over again. When you're evaluating a website, I want you to think first about the authority. Who is the author? Who wrote it and why? Is the author knowledgeable? What are their credentials? If a website doesn't list an author in their credentials, you'll want to explore further to be able to evaluate the information. Another item that we're going to think about when we evaluate websites is objectivity. Is the information fact or opinion? Is it subjective or objective? Is the website sponsored by a for-profit company? Is there marketing in the websites? These are questions that can help you evaluate websites to determine if you can trust the information. Sometimes trustworthy websites have marketing. So these are just a few of the elements that some of the questions you're going to be asking yourself, and once you ask yourself all these questions, then you're going to draw a conclusion based on all the data that you've collected. For example, some drug websites may have good information, but they're filled with advertisements. The advertisements are intended to influence you to either use or prescribe the sponsored medications. A good website for drug information is www.hippocrates.com. Generally speaking, university websites associated with university hospitals, such as EDU websites, provide patient information, but they may not list authors and publication dates. You will find that these sites use the same information word for word as many other patient information websites. The .org websites are owned by organizations, and each one must be evaluated independently. They either may or may not be subjective. Also look at authenticity. Is the information correct? Are there references cited from scholarly sources to substantiate the information? Is there scientific evidence cited to support the information? Something else we're going to want to look about is reliability. Can we rely on this information? One way that we can know this is if the website is getting information from peer-reviewed journals. Now, if we want to know what a peer-reviewed journal is, this means that the journal or the articles have been read by peers of the author. We're going to say experts in the field, the same as the author. They've read their article, they've looked at their references, they've made sure that the information is accurate. So if a website is citing their information from peer-reviewed journals, then this is a plus in the category of, is this information reliable? Is this website reliable for accurate information? Some of the information comes from national professional organizations. Sometimes these organizations will publish information such as clinical practice guidelines, how to manage certain diseases. These are generally peer-reviewed, but you need to look at each one individually. But if a website is citing peer-reviewed information, this is good. We also want to look at timeliness. Does the website provide a publication of the date of publication? How current is the information? Generally speaking, and when you're writing something for scholarly assignments, you want to have something within the last 5 years. Some good sources of easy information access are your course textbooks. They're easy to access, you have them there, and they're excellent sources of scholarly information. The authors are listed, they're the latest editions, the dates of publication are listed, they're peer-reviewed, and they're referenced. So this is always a good source of information for this course. Another reliable healthcare information website that I like to use is the National Institutes of Health website. This is a website that's peer-reviewed by scientific experts, and the information is from peer-reviewed journals. It's timely, it's free for duplication, it's unbiased, it's written in plain language and easy to understand, and you can view the quality of information editorial policy at the NIH website by clicking on the link below. The way that we evaluate a journal is to see what the journal publication actually says about itself. In the front of the magazine is usually a little section that tells you their standards and how they evaluate their articles for publication. And you can click on the link below to the Nurse Practitioner Journal, and you can find the information and see what this Nurse Practitioner Journal says about its own standards. No one piece of data is going to make a decision about whether accurate information is found in a website or in a journal. You want to ask yourself the questions that we discussed in this presentation. You want to look at all the information and data you've collected and think about what you've learned about the quality of the information. Then decide if the information you have found is accurate and timely. And then you can use the information for your practice and for your scholarly works.